Today, in continuation of last classes, we are going to see the remaining part of breathing and exchange of gases. Okay, let us see the first slide. So, इसमें क्या दे दिया? On an average, a healthy human breathes 12 to 16 times per minute. So, per minute, a healthy human being can breathe how many times it is? 12 to 16 times here. And here one apparatus. So, here it is not 1, 2 we taken. So, these apparatus are helps to measure the volumes and capacities of an healthy person or any patient, whatever it may be. Then by this one we can assess the pulmonary capacities, volumes. Based on that functions also we can assume whether they are working optimally or not. Is there any problem is there with the person? So that apparatus is known as which one? Spirometer. Here it is, spirometer. Okay, spirometer it is. Okay, yes. Now next slide we can see. So here with the help of the spirometer we are going to measure the volumes and capacities. No, first of all we can see volumes only. Yes. So respiratory volumes. First one the given tidal volume abbreviated as TV. TV बोलते. So TV एग्जाम में भी directly short forms दे सकते. So we have to remember that short forms also. Then what is the definition for this tidal volume is volume of air. This is the volume of air inspired or expired during a normal respiration, This is very important. Normal respiration means organism under resting condition. There is no stress, there is no fear, there is no panic condition. Organism under resting condition. Under this resting or normal conditions, organism either inspired or expired. So that volume is known as a tidal volume. So ये easily समझ में आने के लिए हम लेते इधर एक rough picture it is. Yes, if we are going to take this one as organism, either inspire or expire, this organism inspire or expire under normal conditions. So this is only known as tidal volume. Tidal volume means this is a organism. This organism will be under normal condition. It is going to inspire or expire. Any one value only we can consider here. So that normal respiration volume will be considered as tidal volume. Iska value, how much it is? 500 ml it is. 500 ml. A healthy person can inspire or expire for one time it is. For 1 minute, how much they can? So for 1 minute it is 6,000 to 8,000. How it will be 6,000 to 8,000 bole to? We know that previously we discussed that it is a normal value 500 ml into for 1 minute 12 to 16 times a person can breathe. Then this is equal to 6,000 to 8,000 ml per minute. So this is the tidal volume. Nothing but organism under normal conditions, it is going to inspire, means breathe in or breathe out. So any one volume we can consider as a tidal volume. Iska value 500 ml per one time, and per minute it is 6,000 to 8,000 it is. We have to remember here compulsory volumes, numerical data. Okay, next second one is inspiratory reserve volume known as IRV or abbreviated as IRV. Now, iska definition क्या है? Iska definition is additional volume of air. We have to remember these things. Already we highlighted all these things. Additional volume of air a person can inspire by forceful inspiration. Forceful inspiration. So here, this is the organism or person. This person forcefully either inspire or expiring. Forceful process actually. Okay. Now, organism forcefully inspire. Then the amount of or volume of air enters into the organism by the forceful inspiration, that is known as inspiratory reserve volume. So we have to remember here it is which one? Forceful inspiration and additional volume of air. So during which one? Inspiration or expiration? During inspiration, क्योंकि this is the inspiratory reserve volume. Then next thing we have to remember here, इसका numerical value कितना है? So that is 2500 to 3000 ml. So this is also compulsory, we have to remember. In this slide, we learn two definitions. One is tidal volume and another one is inspiratory reserve volume. Tidal volume means the volume of air inspired or expired by the organism under normal respiration. Iska value for one time is 500 ml. Second one is inspiratory reserve volume. This is nothing but additional volume of air breathed in by the, breathe in bole to that is nothing but forceful inspiration by the organism is known as inspiratory reserve volume. Iska value 2500 to 3000 ml. So this is enough from this slide. Next slide. Again, two volumes will be given here it is. So first one kaun sa? Previously, inspiratory reserve volume we saw that. Now expiratory reserve volume. Expiratory reserve volume को हम कैसे define कर सकते हैं? This is the organism, and this organism can क्या करना है इधर? Expiratory reserve volume है ना? So additional volume of air, a person can expire by the forceful expiration. Previously we are taken forceful inspiration. Now forceful expiration process. Forceful process है ना? हम इसको थोड़ा सा shading ज़्यादा करते हैं. Normal process नहीं है ना? So expiration. So forceful process it is. So this is called as expiratory reserve volume, and इसका volume 1000 to 1100 ml it is. 1000 to 1100 ml. So we have to remember this volume also. Simply expiratory reserve volume bole to a person forcefully expire the volume of air, that is only called as a expiratory reserve volume. Value is 1000 to 1100 ml. Next we are going to take another volume, that is kaun sa? Residual volume it is. As we know that residue meaning bole to kya hai? That will be remains at last, that is known as a residue. So residual volume RV is equal to, कैसे define कर सकते हैं हम? Volume of air remaining in the lungs, even after forceful expiration, even after forceful expiration. This is known as residual volume. Here we have to remember that remaining in the lungs, that is very important. Is a normal process or forceful process bole to this word also very important. That is, it is a forceful process, forceful expiration. So then how we can draw the rough diagram to understand this one? So this is only here. This is organism. After forceful process, forceful expiration के बाद जो air will be remains in the lungs. So this volume of air is known as a residual volume. इसका numerical value is how much? This is 1100 to 1200 ml. So compulsory each and every volume we have to remember. So अभी तक volume में तो खत्म हो गया. We discussed that first one is a tidal volume, next one is inspiratory reserve volume, next one is expiratory reserve volume, and next one is a residual volume. So these 4 volumes compulsory we have to remember. क्योंकि next topic है तो क्या है, volumes and capacities है ना. अभी volumes complete हो गया, next capacities. So capacities are decided by volumes only. More than 2 volumes or at least 2 volumes, 2 or more than 2 volumes will be gives rise the which one capacities of lungs. So sum of 2 or more than 2 volumes gives rise capacities only. Okay, so now these capacities have very important in the clinical diagnosis. Is there any problem is there with the person? Okay, so let us see that capacities. What are the capacities? Here it is. First one, inspiratory capacity, abbreviated as IC, inspiratory capacity. So what is the definition for this one is total volume of air a person can inspire after normal expiration. So इसके लिए rough diagram हम कैसे ड्रा कर सकते हैं? So this is the organism and here this organism inspire after normal expiration. So inspire after normal expiration. This is normal expiration. After normal expiration, this organism is going to inspire. Inspiratory capacity defined as a total volume of air a person can inspire after normal inspire after normal expiration. ये normal expiration, ये inspiration. So that is the total volume. इन दोनों का total volume. So इधर this is the TV क्योंकि normal expiration and this is which one IRV. So sum of TV plus IRV is equal to sum of TV plus IRV. Then ये दोनों डिसाइड करते a person's IC inspiratory capacity. इसका value that is 3000 to 3500 ml. So this is first capacity, inspiratory capacity. How we can define is a person can inspire after normal expiration. Okay, inspire after normal expiration. This is only inspiratory capacity. So next capacity we can see that. So expiratory capacity. How we can define the expiratory capacity? Inspiratory capacity का opposite होगा. So let us see that expiratory capacity. So the person, here it is person. Now this person, what they are doing that? So total volume of air a person can expire after a normal inspiration. This is the normal inspiration. ये normal inspiration होने के बाद the person will be going to expire. So total volume of these two will be decides the expiratory capacity. So this is the total volume or sum of which one ये बोलते TV and this is ERV, expiratory reserve volume, then TV plus ERV, then it decides the which one EC, expiratory capacity. TV plus ERV, इसका total value is 1500 ml to 1600 ml. So second capacity EC, expiratory capacity completed. Then we can see that next capacity. So that is a functional residual capacity, abbreviated as a FRC. It is FRC. Now FRC का definition क्या है? So we can see that volume of air that will be remains in the lungs after normal expiration. This is very important. After normal expiration. क्योंकि previously forceful expiration आ गया, so now it is a normal expiration. Okay, so normal expiration. Then how we can draw the diagram here? It is a person, he can normally expire. नॉर्मल एक्सपिरेशन के बाद जो हवा अंदर रिमाइनिंग है, सो दैट इज नोन एज विच वन functional residual capacity, volume of air that will remains in the lungs after normal expiration. So expiration बोले तो here ERV आ गया. Now जो remaining है that will be RV. So ERV plus RV is equal to ERV plus RV is equal to which one? That is only our FRC, functional residual capacity. इसका value 2100 to 2300 ml it is. Okay, so this is a functional residual capacity. Be careful here. This is a normal expiration but not forceful expiration. So here we are going to consider that it is ERV we wrote here. ERV बोले तो that is a forceful process हो सकते हैं, लेकिन here we have to consider that it is a normal process only. Okay. Next we can see other slide. Here one more capacity, that is vital capacity. Vital capacity में हम क्या observe करना है? Both inspiration as well as expiration both will be forceful process, extreme levels it is. So let us see that here what they given. They given this word is maximum volume. They mentioned that maximum volume बोले तो that is nothing but forceful process only. Maximum volume of air a person can breathe in, this is important. A person is breathe in after a forced expiration. After a forced expiration, this is a person. He will be, what he is doing? Breathe in after forced expiration. So here maximum volume बोले तो we have to consider which one? Forceful process only. So after forced expiration, this is a forced expiration. After the forced expiration, he was inspiring. During that inspiration, he was getting maximum volume of air. So here this is which one? IRV. This is ERV. At the time of IRV or ERV, automatically it is included which one? One more value, that is TV also. So ERV plus TV plus IRV combinedly gives rise VC, or otherwise we can define this one as VC is equal to EC plus IRV. EC बोले तो कौन सा? ERV plus TV is equal to EC, remaining IRV. नहीं तो IC बोले तो TV plus IRV is equal to IC. So ERV plus IC. इसका total volume is 4000 to 4600 ml it is. So this is a vital capacity. Be careful here. You have to remember that maximum volume of air a person can breathe in after forceful expiration. पहले forceful expiration करते, बाद में forceful inspiration करते. So it will be included both ERV plus IRV TV. So we can write this in two other forms also. Total iska volume is how much it is? 4000 to 4600 ml it is. Okay. Next we will see another capacity, that is last one, total lungs capacity, that is abbreviated as TLC, total lung capacity. So how we can define this one is total volume of air accommodate in the lungs at the end of, this is important. So here root words are total volume of air accommodate in the lungs at the end of, not after, before, at the end of forced inspiration, at the end of forced inspiration. So it includes, so नहीं तो अभी diagram draw करने तो maximum volume of air accommodate at the end of which one, forced inspiration. This is a forced inspiration process. ये forced inspiration maximum हम हवा लेते, then at the end of this one, how much air will be going to remains in this one. Okay, so it includes everything, all volumes, 4 volumes, that is RV, ERV, TV and IRV. नहीं तो और एक तरीका में भी डिफाइन कर सकते, that is nothing but vital capacity plus residual capacity, that is nothing but RV. So TLC is equal to VC plus RV, TLC is equal to IC plus RV, TLC is equal to EC plus IRV plus RV. In these other modes also we can define this one. So iska total volume is how much it is, 5100 ml to 5800 ml it is. So maximum 4 volumes and 5 capacities are completed. We have to completely remember these things, their definitions and as well as volumes also. Okay, so I think no need to revise this one again. So we will see that next subtopic, that is one more slide is there related to this one. Spirogram. So spirogram is nothing but this is the plotted sheet of which one, पहले हम स्पायरोमीटर ऑब्जर्व किया ना, उसका प्लॉटेड शीट है ये. सो ये प्लॉटेड शीट में हम क्या ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हैं, प्रीवियसली अभी तक हम जो डिस्कस किया, सो वो इधर अप्लाई करना ही पड़ता. सो हियर दिस इज द स्टार्टिंग ऑफ द स्पायरोग्राम and this is the ending it is, and this is the inspiration. At the time graph will be going to rise, and this is the expiration. At the time graph will be getting down it is. So this is a spirogram. इसमें ये पूरा जो है ना इसके बीच में, then this is known as a tidal volume it is. This is a tidal volume. Okay, so this tidal volume value हमको मालूम है is a 2500 to 3000. बोले तो इसका value 500 ml. 500 ml it is. Okay, remaining inspiratory reserve volume, expiratory reserve volume, residual volume. Okay, so these are the volumes, and these volumes decides the capacities. Sum of minimum to more than 2 will be decides the capacities only. First one is inspiratory capacity. Inspiratory capacity means which one, tidal volume plus inspiratory reserve volume. Sum of these two things here it is. Sum of these two things will be known as inspiratory capacity. That is nothing but TV plus IRV. Then it is IC. And the next one is there, that is IC होने के बाद EC. That is इधर ये तो clearly mention नहीं किया. So we know that we can see this one. So this is tidal volume and this is expiratory reserve volume. Sum of these two things will be gives rise which one, EC, expiratory capacity. Next one is functional residual capacity. Functional residual capacity is the sum of two things, that is nothing but which one, here this is only expiratory reserve volume and residual volume. Expiratory reserve volume and residual volume will be gives rise the functional residual capacity. And next one is vital capacity. Vital capacity बोले तो TV plus IRV plus ERV. These three volumes decides the vital capacity here. And last but not least, total lungs capacity. Total lungs capacity बोले तो sum of the all volumes only decides this which one total lungs capacity, TLC बोलते. So from the last definitions, we can clearly understand this spirogram. That is nothing but plotted sheet of a spirometer. Okay. Yes. Now, next slide. Here, little bit numerical problems, applications likewise it is. So, we can see that 2-3 questions related to the volumes and capacities. First question here, question number 1. If expiratory reserve volume, its value given 1100 ml, comma, residual volume 1200 ml, and tidal volume, how much it is? 500 ml. So, values they given, and what we have to do here, what shall be the FRC, functional residual capacity को हम identify करना ही. So, solution कैसे? इधर everything will be written here. So, that is FRC is equal to ERV plus RV. ERV plus RV. That is ERV का value कितना दे दिया? ERV is 1100 plus RV, that is 1200. Then finally it gives rise the 2300 ml through 2300 ml. So third option is correct. Very simple problems it is. Likewise, we will see one more problem. That is second question. Tidal volume and expiratory reserve volume of an athlete is 500 ml and 1000 ml respectively. Then here TV plus ERV, दोनों values they given respectively 500 and 1000 ml. Then what will be the EC, expiratory capacity? We have to identify that. फिर भी वो RV का वैल्यू भी दे दिया. ओके, वो जरूरत नहीं पड़ते इधर, क्योंकि दे आस्क्ड EC, एक्सपिरेटरी कैपेसिटी बोले तो TV plus ERV, that is 500,000, the given values already. So the total value is 1500 ml it is. Okay, so this is the second numerical problem. Next, we can see that last numerical problem. Okay, now third one is, in the question they given that TV tidal volume is 600 ml, comma, IRV is 2500 ml and ERV is 800 ml. Then what is the value of vital capacity? So we have to identify here vital capacity. So how we can identify the vital capacity? As we know the formula, VC is equal to TV plus ERV plus IRV. The given values from the problem is, so that is TV 600 ml and ERV 800 ml and IRV 2500 ml. So total sum will be 3900 ml. So second option is correct. So these are the three simple numericals belongs to volumes and capacities.